Good morning, stackers. Here is your precious metals update for Wednesday, the 9th of April 2025, brought to you by Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. Here is gold on the daily time frame priced in US dollars, 2,984. The expected support range has not been hit yet, the preferred support zone. I am still looking for that to be touched first. Okay, so we've seen a resistance right on the Fibonacci line right there at $3,020. What we're doing is we're taking it from the low here and the high here, and we're looking for the preferred support zone, and that's anywhere between 2,930 anywhere down to 2,780 US dollars. So far, I am expecting that to be hit first. You want to see a bounce off here, preferably if you want to see the price go onwards and upwards. If you're wanting to see a deeper correction, but just deep enough so you can load up, but not be worried that it's going to sink way more, then preferably down into there, preferably no lower than 2,780 US dollars, with a slight potential at this stage to maybe even, and ignore the time frame here in the pattern, but even potentially testing this area here at 2,700-ish, that kind of area. Down to there, everything's looking okay, kind of par for course, have a big move and then a correction anywhere below this trend line, and then I would start getting concerned. But anywhere from now, anywhere down to there, great opportunity to dollar cost average. That is gold. Let's preferably find support within this zone. Let's take a look at silver on the daily time frame, price in USD, $29.77 US cents. We saw here on the daily a very clear rejection at the top end, or I should say the bottom end of the preferred zone that we would want to clear through. So clear here for confidence. That's anywhere between $30.75 US cents, and we really need to clear and hold above $32.20. Roughly. But what did we see? A very clear rejection just there, and we're hovering around this Fibonacci line right here. That's at $29.80. If I am expecting, and I am expecting for gold, that touchdown to the preferred support zone, where gold goes, silver tends to follow. So at this stage, my bias is still to the downside, but what would negate that? Of course, closing above this range and doing something like that. But at this stage, there's a couple of areas you need to watch out for. This could be the bottom right here, quite potentially. But if we do head down further, watch out for the best buy zone. Now, because we've had that spike down to here, I would say we'd probably, rather than touch this and bounce off, I'd say we'd get into the belly of the best buy zone. That's anywhere between $28 down to 26 US dollars per silver troy ounce, with the potential, as I've been saying, and it doesn't mean it's definitely going to happen. Just watch out for this though, where you have a breakout of a major downtrend line, okay, a breakout. Now look, the steam was running out here, and then you have an eventual retest. Now that retest could come in a number of weeks, possibly a couple of months, who knows, right? We don't have a crystal ball, but anywhere down to your $24 area, roughly. Definitely not saying it's happening. I'd give that a 20-30% chance at this stage, but it is something you need to be aware of. I'd be completely fine with that heading down to 24, kind of par for course, break out of a major downtrend line, come back and retest it eventually. Yeah, that's fine. I would just start getting concerned if we do start breaking down below here and then finding that as resistance, and then yeah, bad news bears. Okay, but so far so good, holding that 29.80 kind of level. And what we need to see, as I said, is just break back above here, do that, start clearing that area right there, and then we'll talk, definite higher prices after that. That is silver. And finally, let's take a look at platinum. Platinum on the weekly time frame, actually this time $917 US dollars. It is down at my support range, the top end of my best buy zone, which is 900, anywhere down to 750 US dollars. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tests recently since going back till April of last year. The more times that you test an area, the more likely it is to be taken out. My guess at this stage, and it's just a guess and I'm just an amateur here, is that we're more likely to have a test into the belly of the best buy zone. And my two areas that I'm looking out for as a level of support is 870 US dollars and down to 840, because that's matching up with this support level here and this clear support level major one here at 840. So anywhere down from 870 to 840, I'm expecting to be touched. And if it doesn't, of course, what we need to clear above is at least the $980 level, but you can call it really, if you want the psychological value of around about $1,000, that needs to clear. Okay, very, very clearly it needs to clear. And my bias is to the downside at this stage. If we start doing something like this, okay, great. Then if we start doing that, then we'll talk about much, much potential higher prices. And of course, most of you know my final hurdle for total bull market time in platinum is 1,115, closing any month or quarter above 1,115 US dollars. We're not there yet. My bias is to the downside at this stage. That has been your quick precious metals update for Wednesday, the 9th of April, 2025. Make sure you buy your favorite gold and silver bullion from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay informed. Keep stacking whatever you're stacking, and I'll see you tomorrow.